I want to talk about organic gardening, and this is going to ruffle a bunch of feathers. If you don't like what I say, or if your opinion disagrees with me, and you want to explain it to me down in comments, please do. Okay? I would love, honestly, to hear your opinion. If you're going to be rude, snotty, flaming, trolling, whatever, I'm just going to delete you. Okay? If you want to be nice about it, explain things, please be my guest. I've been gardening over 20 years. I gardened when I was a kid. Can you go make me some bacon and eggs?
No.
Please?
No.
I did this on a video to show everybody you love me, and now you're showing that you don't.
I'm going to bed.
So, comment down below. I got looking into organic gardening because it's still a health food fad. And I think it's garbage. So, what had happened is I grew like 40 potato plants in where I got the potatoes from. I guess I had Colorado potato beetle eggs on it, and they hatched and they started to devastate my crop. And this organic gardener said, no, 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 no. Pick the plants off, pick the bugs off and drown them or crush them. You got 2 or 3, 4, 5 plants. It's going to take you a while, but you can do it. And then you got to keep checking because they've probably already laid eggs. And you might be able to control them. But 40 plants, not happening. So, I had a squash bug infestation too at the time. And I tried to pick those bugs off. It was darn near impossible. So I said, to heck with it. And I went out and bought some pyramethium. I think I said that right. Probably not. There's actually 2 kinds. One's organic. It comes from a tree. The other one I used was chemically made, a synthetic. I got the synthetic because that was all I could find. Hosed him down. No more problems. It was almost at least a good month before the vegetables produced. So I wasn't worried about it. She got all pissy. Told me to try DE, and I tried DE, and I've had pretty good success with that. And some other methods, but what I realized when I was trying to organically grow, I was putting more money into the garden than what it's worth. I read up on organic gardening. A lot of the chemicals they say that you can use, I checked the material safety data sheet. If you're using any kind of chemical out in the garden, check the material safety data sheet. Type in the chemical name, MSDS, hit search, you'll get the sheet. A lot of the chemicals you can use to have a certified organic garden are extremely expensive, and some of them are even worse than using synthetic chemicals. Literally. I used an organic fungicide like 3 years ago. And last year, I would have made it 2 years ago, I had my ground tested, and that organic fungicide was still in the ground. So that means that was in my vegetables. So, what do? I try to use the least destructive method, but money saving. This is another issue with organic gardening. Everybody that I talk to, they got their dirt from elsewhere. They got their mulch from elsewhere. Because someone said that it's organic. My dirt's organic, so they load the ground down without getting it tested. We'll get to that one in a second. And they're spending a lot of money on their garden just doing that. Organic gardening does not yield a lot of produce. This is why when you buy organic vegetables at the farmer's market, they're 2-3 times the cost. But we'll get to that in a moment. So I traditional garden. I pay attention. I really try not to use chemicals. If I have to, it's the minimum amount possible. A few years ago, a bunch of studies come out in California where people had organic gardens. Or they went to the farmer's market and they were selling organics, fruits, and vegetables. Uh, 70 to 90% of the people that said they were selling organic fruits and vegetables were not selling organic fruits and vegetables. A bunch of the farmers, they found out they were getting their vegetables from a produce warehouse, and they could easily see that because they had the boxes tossed up in their trunk, and it wasn't organically labeled, but they were selling it as organic. They found farmers that had a small unkempt fields of fruits and vegetables that if they got tested it would be organic, but they found out they owned fields elsewhere that were not organic that they were pulling fruits and vegetables from. Why? One, you can make 3 times as much money by claiming it's organic. And 2, the organic fields just do not produce near as much as a traditional garden. I want to see the fruits of my labor. I don't want to put more money into the garden and not have money-wise, not have enough fruits and vegetables to cover the cost. That's bullcrap. But this is what organic gardeners do, and they swear by it, and they say it's just as healthy. One of the things some of the traditional farmers do is they use too much chemical. They use it late in the season. So when they pull their crops and they get tested, it's got the pesticides, herbicides on it. Because it hasn't had time to break down. It takes about 2 weeks. You've heard about all the battle with Roundup. They found out a lot of farmers like to get a second crop in, and that's usually their cash crop where they're going to make money, not just break money. And what they do is they spray their crops, like their corn crops, with Roundup. It kills off the plant, and then they quickly harvest it, and then that plant is full of Roundup. So we don't eat corn anymore unless they grow it out in the backfield. But these are the issues that I have with organic gardening. Too much money for a garden, too much time wasted. They actually make the garden a full-time job where you got to be out there 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you don't get nowhere near the amount of produce that you can with a traditional garden. Hate to bust your bubble on that. That's how I feel on organic gardening. I will not do it. If you got a suggestion or something, I will go check it out, because in my personal experience, most organic gardeners are liars. I had this one lady I got a fight with. She banned me out of a group. She didn't realize I had a secret account name. And she started posting pictures of her garden, her organic garden. It was the most pathetic garden I ever saw. But she wasn't even an organic gardener. She just said she was an organic gardener. So that's my take on organic gardening. The next method I'm going to talk about, and hopefully it'll be better production, is no-till garden and why they suck. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you disagree with me, leave a comment down below why. I'll research it. If you like it, like it. If you don't dislike it, I don't care. Hopefully you subscribe to my channel. If I get more people interested in this stuff, I'll start doing more productive and better videos. I'm going to shut this off. I'm not going to cut scene this. You're getting it all the way straight through.